Hello, my loves. Welcome to Lifestyle Manifesting. I'm Shannon, and on my channel, I talk all about manifesting as a lifestyle, every area of your life. Be the designer, the architect, be the creator of your life. And today I want to talk about how to get someone obsessed with you, how to manifest love. You can manifest love. Do you want to have someone do a 180 and turn around and be totally into you? Because you could do that. Do you want them obsessed with you? You can be the only person that they think about. You can be the only one they want. You could be the ultimate catch that they want you, because this is how my clients go from no contact to manifesting their specific person to come back, to come crawling back. And they do it with my SelfConcept course that's linked in my description. But if you want your person to come back, you work on yourself. You work on your self-concept. The world's a projection of you, so the world's yourself pushed out. Thank you. The world reflects you. Everyone in your world is a reflection of your beliefs. So do you understand that you could easily manifest your specific person, and you can do that by focusing on how others perceive you, because however you perceive yourself is reflected back. So if you want to manifest someone desiring you, wanting you, obsessing about you, then you need to do that and think that about yourself. So you could just start obsessing about yourself. See yourself as the prize. Put yourself on the pedestal. See yourself as the ultimate catch. Affirm, I am the prize, I am a priority, I am a goddess, I am a queen. I get special treatment, I always get what I want. I have people worshiping me because I'm her. I'm the one, I am the only, there is no one else like me. See this perception, because my clients who are doing the work, who are doing my self-concept course, they manifest their specific person back. When you do this, you will have success and you will have the relationship you want. You will no longer be desiring it, because you will be having it. And all you need to do to shift that is to shift your perception. That's why I created my self-concept course, so you could be the version of you and use a blueprint to see yourself as someone in the relationship, to have the thoughts of that version of you. Really, that's all you need to do. You affirm the version of you, the version of you who has your desire. That's what you affirm. I gave some ideas of what you can affirm. I am the prize. I am a priority. I want you to affirm that consistently until you have that materialized realization and the manifested form, and that your phone is blowing up and your specific person is in your life and you are a success story. So come back here and tell me your success stories, or join my free Facebook group and share your success stories, because we are sharing success stories in my free Facebook group. Hi, everyone. All right, let me go ahead and answer some questions. Hello. Jenny, I'm trying to ignore 3D right now, affirming for us to be in a happy, healthy relationship. It's done. Why are you speaking against it? I know, okay, just, you're good. You got this. It's done. It's already yours. It's already in the bag. You already have this relationship. You already get everything you want. Just reaffirm. You are the version of you that has your desire. You get everything you want, okay? So you're doing great. You're doing great. 3D, remember, that's just some old stuff. Old thoughts and beliefs. It can shift and transfer very quickly, and you have the ability to transfer that now, or to transfer and transform that reality right now, because you are the operant power. All right, so I intend that you see the realization of your manifestation now, quickly, here, overnight. It's done. Just keep remembering, it's done. Ashley, thanks for following. Yes, cool, Aaron. Loving ourselves is so powerful. That is really where we need to have the foundation. The foundation is with self-love, and the foundation is your perception of yourself. How you see yourself and how you perceive yourself is reflected out in the world, or it's projected in the world and then reflected back to you. So if we have self-love and we love ourselves, the world is going to reflect that back. If you perceive yourself as an obsession to your specific person, or as the main and only love interest to your specific person, it's law. They must reflect you. Hello, Roxanne. Thank you for following. Sandy, how do you manifest forgiveness from SP? Affirm it. I have affirmed forgiveness in the past. I have affirmed I have manifested that. I affirmed it. He's asking for forgiveness. Sorry, which way do you want it? You want to manifest forgiveness from SP. SP forgives me. Is that the way it goes? You want them to forgive you? It doesn't matter either way. If you want them to forgive you, then you assume that they love you. Go to the end of love, because that forgiveness will just happen. It will just naturally happen. Go to the end of love, forgiveness, harmony, peace. You are the ultimate choice. They want nothing to do with anyone but you. You are the one and only. And they are willing to go to the ends of the earth for you. That means they forgive anything because they want the chance and the opportunity to be with you. Right? You would forgive. Just look at it that way. It's really the story we're telling. So just tell that story, but you persist in that story. I don't care what's happening in the 3D. And if it's right in your face and it's the opposite, that's the perfect time to affirm. Or change the topic if you're really anxious. But that's the time you reaffirm and you say, nope, you forgive me. You don't have to tell them. You affirm it in your mind. You forgive me. You love me. You forgive me. All is well. All right, so you've got this. Angie, thank you for following. Brenda, what if SP cheated, but you still want him back, but him healed, mature, and as a new person? Absolutely, I have done this. You can manifest your specific person loyal, committed, someone who is completely healed of all trauma. You can manifest the version of you who knows how to hold your space for your emotions. He knows how to hold space. So let me give you some affirmations, okay? Affirmations are really just, it doesn't have to be these specific affirmations. The affirmations are going to be just the story that you're telling. So tell the story to yourself in your mind. You're going to affirm by telling the story, he is loyal. He is loyal with me. He is always loyal. He is dedicated to me. He wants me and only me. He wants a committed relationship where we are the one and only for each other. He is healed. He is healed of all his trauma. He is mature. So we could also create a story based on what happened. It's not like we need to necessarily erase it all. All of that happened for a reason. It's not a real reason. It's just that you're creating it, right? You get that? You create that. It happened for a reason. It was you pushed out. That's okay. We'll create a story around it. It happened for a reason because now he woke up to realize that's not the person he wants to be. Because this happens all the time. You know this is happening all the time. We hit rock bottom or we go into those situations and it gives people that realization of who they really want to be. And he really wants to be the man that you trust. He really is mature and growing and emotionally available. All right, so you just tell that kind of story. And it doesn't have to be everything I said. I'm just painting a picture in many different ways for you to just take pieces and add it to your life. You affirm that. And if you need help, use my SelfConcept course, which is a blueprint. It's a course, but it's really more of a guide because you could do it in one day. It's a 1 day, easy, simple, but once you do that course in 1 day, you're going to implement it until you have your desire. And this is why I have clients with success, because they implemented it every single day until the desire manifested. What implemented means they affirmed that version of themselves. They had the thoughts of that version of themselves until they had the relationship or until they had the money. Okay, so you don't ever stop until you have the person in your life that's healed and reflecting back the new version of them. But you understand, you're also, for them to come back as a new version, you have to, it really starts with you. It starts with the self. So you have to be the version of you that you put your foot down. You don't accept breadcrumbs anymore. You don't let yourself get walked on. You speak your mind, or you speak you speak authentically to who you are. Okay. TK, just wanted to say thank you for what you do. I listen to your content on repeat every day. Thank you. And tell me your successes. First of all, by the way, the first success, I want you to know that sometimes we don't realize some manifestations. Your emotional state is a manifestation. So if you're not triggered anymore, that's a manifestation. I want you to acknowledge that and know that that's a huge manifestation when you're no longer reacting to the circumstance the way you used to react to it. Ginny said to Brenda, I'm going through that and am just trying to affirm instead of us being happy. I get it. Well, so yes, we can affirm being in a relationship, going to the end, being happy, state of us being happy. But first and foremost, start with yourself. Okay, start with yourself. Who are you? And ask yourself questions. Who am I? This is what I do in my self-concept course. I go through some questions and exercises for you to get a little more clear, because the growing, how we could grow into the version of us that we want, we need to have that awareness and be able to kind of look back who we were and some of the unconscious beliefs that we did hold. Okay, Francesca, if choose not consciously manifest my SP, will it still manifest? I'm just focusing on me. Absolutely, it will. It will. Right. Okay. So you're just focusing on you, but do you understand when you focus on you and you don't need the validation anymore from someone because you've loved yourself and you validate yourself and you're giving yourself the things that you want and need, or you're giving yourself compliments and you're giving yourself all those good, beautiful things, the world's going to reflect it. The world's going to reflect that. You naturally have the desire still within you, SP, or let's just call it love or commitment, a loving, committed relationship. That's already, it never went away. That desire is still laying dormant within you. It's still there. It doesn't mean it just went away. So when you change you, this is why my self-concept course has success, because when you change you, and you just focus on you and you see the best version of you, which I want to also explain, you already are the best version of you right now. It's just a matter of you seeing that and knowing it, or declaring it and stating it and putting the attention on you. And of course, they are going to reflect that. In your reality, they're reflecting you. You're still hurting over it. Brenda, you're still hurting over it. Okay, I get it. You could feel hurt. You could feel hurt. It doesn't feel good. Allow yourself to feel the hurt, and as you're feeling better, know that you're the creator and you're a conscious creator, and you have the power to change anything now. Okay, you have the power to change it now. You have the power to create your dream life. You do. I have done that, and I know this works. I have done that not only for me, but for thousands of clients. I have helped them manifest whatever desire it was they want. So I know how that feels. It's all going to be okay, and it's all going to work out in your favor. And if you could perceive your world as, remember, you want to define your world. So perceive everything is working in your favor, because you'll create the momentum rolling that everything, it might not feel like it's working in your favor, but you will create that it is working in your favor. Just stick with it no matter what you see. Okay, it is a mental discipline, because the mental discipline is the 3D world, which is very real, and it's our experience, so it is very real. But what's more real is your imagination, and your imagination is your infinite soul that living forever, and your imagination is first cause, which means that's the cause of the phenomena of your life. Your imagination is first cause, reality is, physical reality is second cause. So the mental discipline is, you have to You switch that in your mind, knowing you're the cause, the world's the effect. You'll start to get the ball rolling, where it's just like, you know what you want, you think about it, you wake up, you think, this is how I want my day to go, and it really goes that way. My days go like that. I set my intention the night before. As I sleep, I set the intention how I'm going to sleep. It doesn't take a lot of effort. I just intend, I'm going to happy, healthy, vital, and strong. I wake up being excited for my day. And that might be my intention as I fall asleep. And then when I wake up, I write down a few things, how I intend my day to go, how I intend to see reflections, how I intend to feel. I spend a little time with that. And I prepare and rehearse how I want my day to go. Even if I don't need to micromanage every little detail. I could just be a little general, which I do a lot of the time. I just think it's all going my way. Everything's working out for me. Everything is growing in my world. There's always more love in my world. There's continuous success stories in my own life and in the people that I interact with. Everyone is having success. Okay, so that's an example of things that I'm saying to myself in the morning. And you just have to kind of get yourself through it, okay? Let yourself feel the hurt, intend that this hurt is dissolving, and then just, start to do things that are making you feel better and start to set those intentions or declarations if you want to declare and claim it. And Ginny said, it's done because it is done, because it's coming from you. It's done. It's already done, already exists. It's just a matter of you, which, you'll hear getting into the frequency. But what that really means is you're in that reality by having that thought, by having the thoughts of the version of you who's in that reality, by having the feelings. Feel your heart and feel what the version of you in that reality feels. Okay, Jeremy, what if we never talked, but we are in the same school? It works, Jeremy. I manifested Rod Stewart to come and stand next to me, or not next to me, but just a few feet away from me at the park. I don't know him. We never talked before. I just visualized. I didn't even really visualize. I was watching a video that just made me laugh, carpool karaoke, and I kept watching it over and over because it reminded me of my parents when I was a kid, and they loved him. And I seriously probably watched it like 50 times because I'm like, oh, I like that song and I want to hear that again. I was just reminiscing. And what happens, within a few days, I take my kids to the park and Rod Stewart was at the park. This is the power of our imagination. He was at the park in the city of Chicago. He doesn't live in Chicago. He doesn't even live here. This is the power of your imagination. Don't worry about the how. Don't worry about the how. Don't start thinking we never talked. Just think. Imagine, okay, this person that you're interested in, imagine that, what do they think of you? They think that you're God's gift. They think you're the most attractive person they've ever seen. They think there's something about you that's so intriguing. Okay, so this is part of building a self-concept and a perception of yourself. Because if that is your perception, there is no doubt you are going to manifest that person into your life. So you assume what they think of you and picture. You know what they look like, so you could use an imaginal scene to imagine you want to be on a date. Imagine you've already been on 5 dates. Imagine what it feels like they're sitting across the table from you and you're laughing or you're having a great time and it's just connected and it feels loving and it feels good and it feels safe and it feels comfortable. So the more that we build the picture of the type of life we want, we do create that life. I always just think of it as painting a picture, like paint that picture in your mind of like, what's the experience you want? And you really have to kind of train yourself to do that, because most of the time we prepare for the worst. We leave the house, we go, oh, I better grab this in case that happens, right? We're preparing for the worst. We're thinking the worst. We're thinking worst case scenario. We're thinking, we were taught this. We were taught this, okay? Don't get your hopes up. You might not get it. Don't get your hopes up. We're just crushing on crushing down on someone's dream. Don't get your hopes up, okay? So now I want you to start thinking, you create your reality, so I get my hopes up because I know I'm going to get it. There is no plan B. There's no plan B. In my life, there's a plan A. That's it. there's a plan A. And if I'm not really sure what I want, which happens, right? We don't sometimes even know what we want. That's how when something we don't want happens, that helps us figure out what we do want. So if you're not even sure of your plan A, it's plan A or plan A plus, because I get plan A or something better, but there's never a plan B. Plan B is like, oh, if it doesn't work out for me, there's plan B. No, I don't have a plan B. There's no plan B. There's no plan B. So practice that. What does that feel like to have no plan B? Because I remember when I was practicing that, it just felt so natural to feel like, oh, in case the other shoe drops, what should I do in case it doesn't work out? Do you understand that this is like ingrained in us through many experiences in life? We're always preparing for plan B. Plan B doesn't always happen, and that's okay. But I intentionally create only plan A for me. Okay, and by the way, what if I don't want plan A anymore? That's okay, because I know I'm a powerful creator. You are a powerful creator. Even if you get plan A, it doesn't mean it's end all be all the rest of your life. You're a conscious creator. If you change your mind, so be it. Change your mind. And now affirm and put your focus on what you do want. Okay, so this is just kind of a part of a process. Sometimes we don't even know what we want. I know I didn't really know what I wanted. It's about getting clear about what you want. And I heard an interview with Oprah one time. I mean, is she brilliant or what? Do you know that she wrote on her wardrobe a note that said, I am a billionaire? Okay, she's brilliant. She's a powerful manifester. I don't totally align with everything she says or teaches or her perception, but she's still a brilliant manifester. Okay, so she is powerful. What I heard her say is a lot of people in life just don't know where they're going. And that's why you don't go anywhere. You have to know where you're going. You have to know where you're going. Whether that be a relationship. No, it's really with everything, okay? So relationship, bank account, lifestyle, experiences, know where you're going. Okay, you can live your dream life exactly how you want it to be. I get it, but you can manifest what he did away. You can. I use revision all the time, and I'm enjoying revision. I use revision, so if you want to revise what happened, you could revise it, and it doesn't mean you have to revise away like everything that happened. You could just revise it in a way that feels better to you. More importantly, whether you go in the past to revise, it's really the same thing, just in the present moment to affirm what you do want. So affirm what you do want in the present moment. Yeah. You said, trying hard not to keep talking about it because it just keeps repeating the old story. Jecca, thank you for the heart. And the roses. I saw a lot of gifts coming in, you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. And the hearts, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate all of you. I'm here because I want you to manifest, or to just live. Manifest is really, to me, just means living life, okay? Because it's what's materializing in our world. I want you to live. I want you to see how easy it is to live life. And I want you to see how easy it is to create your reality, or to create your experiences that you want. Okay, so stop talking about the old story, because it's only going to create more of it. And do you want to create more of it, or what? Aren't you done with it? I mean, how many times are we going to hit ourselves, bump into the wall, or just walk into that wall again, and you're just flat on the ground again? And the old story keeps repeating. It keeps repeating. It keeps repeating. It keeps repeating because you didn't change. You kept talking, not you, but I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking about even myself in the past, because I kept talking about it. I'm someone that I would tell the story to I had to tell every single friend. I had to retell the story of what happened to me. I was totally in victim mentality. Stop it. Just stop it completely. Now, tell only the story and the things that you want, the type of life you want. Pull up your dreams, pull up a Pinterest board, make a vision board. I don't do vision boards. I never really did. I think I did a couple in my notebook in the beginning, but it is, if that's for you, go for it. It could be powerful to to put your focus on the vision of what you want. What does that house look like? What does a wedding look like? What does your bank account look like? Take screenshots, make changes. I did that. I did take screenshots of my bank account, and then I went in and I edited it and I put the numbers that I wanted to see. And then I kept imagining that. And then I kept imagining that. It didn't happen overnight, but I persisted until it manifested and I had those big numbers, 6 figures in my bank account. So I know it could sound crazy, but why not test it out? Because that's exactly what I did. I just kept testing it out and it kept proving itself. It proves itself in the testing, in the performance. So you prove it to yourself and you will prove it to yourself. Okay, yeah, and the 3D is really testing me because everything is going backwards. But the 3D is not testing you. I want you to understand that. The 3D is not testing you. You're creating perception of your reality. You're creating and defining your reality. You're defining it that way, and reality is going to show you how you're defining reality. The reality is going to confirm what you think. I just want you to catch this, because it's not that the 3D is really testing you. I want you to replace what you're saying. Stop saying that. Stop saying the 3D is really testing you, because it's not. It's you creating it. You're creating that the reality is testing you. And you don't want to create any more of that. You're done. I mean, you're done with that, right? It's done. You're done. You're not doing that anymore. 3D is not even testing you. It was you all along, but you just didn't know. Okay, so 3D is not testing you. 3D is just catching up. Okay, do you see the difference? Instead of saying 3D is testing me, okay, because testing you is like, it's like you don't want to be stuck in feeling like it's testing you, right? You don't want that. You want 3D is catching up. So just be more mindful. 3D is catching up. 3D is catching up. Okay, you replace that thought by persisting in a new thought. 3D is really catching up. 3D has got my back. 3D is my friend. 3D is part of me. I make everything my friend. Like, subconscious mind is my party planner, my best friend, my sugar daddy. Like I usually say best friend. Like, my subconscious mind is my best friend. I also think like 3D is my best friend. So they all got my back. They didn't have my back at one time. Okay, they didn't have my back, but I still affirm that they did, until it shifted and changed and reflected my new belief. 3D has your back. 3D is always working in your favor. 3D is always shifting and moving. 3D is always responding to you. Okay? Are you having some little realizations and it's like light bulb moments going off? Because you were creating that. Michael, how can I manifest my art business? Because everyone loves your art. Okay, if you build it, they will come. I just love that from the field of dreams, because if you see yourself as someone that's providing a service that everyone wants a piece of, and everyone loves it, and everyone's finding value in it, and your people, right? Your people will come to you. If you build it, they will come. You manifest your art business by affirming it. Go to the end, and what does it look like to have your art business? And affirm that. It's exactly what I did for my businesses. I have 2 businesses, real estate and manifesting. I just went to the end and I affirmed it as if I had it that way. It became that way over linear time, but it became that way very quickly. And you can manifest very fast, because when I was learning this, nobody was really teaching. I mean, on some level, they were, okay, there's metaphysical teachers everywhere, okay, but no one was really teaching it like this on YouTube or anywhere else, okay? TikTok didn't exist. So you manifest your art business by saying, my art business is thriving. People are always seeking me out. People love my product. They love my artwork. They love my business. Okay, so speak to yourself, living from the end of already having that desired reality. Okay, Melika. My SP is for 2 months back and very committed, but he's very cold and absent. when he's cold and absent, those are the moments where you should, okay, let's say he's cold to you and he's like, I don't know what we should do, and he's cold. Instead of getting mad and aggravated at him, in that moment, just test this. Okay, I want you to test it. Don't get aggravated. You should not be emotionally attached to that desire or to that circumstance. Just go in your mind and affirm, you know what? Like, you're affirming to yourself, like, what's the hot behavior you want? Okay, he's being sweet. He's being kind. He's always present. You speak to yourself the way you want it to be. Even though he's going to show you that he's cold. Our normal behavior, the old norm would be to tell them off because they're being cold, or however you would react to that. But if you react in that way, it just keeps him being cold. So in a way, it doesn't feel that natural to do this, but once you do this regularly, it will be natural. In order for him to come in hot and to come in present, then that's what you need to speak to yourself as if he's already being that way. He is present. He is listening. He is here. He takes initiative. He is always making plans. He always is using my love languages. What are your love languages? Imagine that he loves that you have a love language. What is it? Physical touch, terms of endearment. If you don't know, then just Google it. Okay, so affirm what you do want instead of getting mad and talking about what you don't want, what he's doing that you don't want. Okay. It's a practice. You keep practicing this until you see the reflection. I've been doing a lot of self-concept work. 2 exes from the past reached out. I love it. Look at that, you guys. Look, so I love the success stories. It's working, Liz. It's working. I don't have any doubt that your specific person is going to reflect that exactly, because it's birds before land, just like you said. And some people said, what kind of self-concept work have you been doing? So you may answer that in the comments, but I'll answer. Self-concept work means you're giving yourself everything you want from what you would like that person to give you. If you want that person to think you're attractive, then you think you're attractive. If you want that person to, sometimes we don't maybe know. It's about you getting clear and being aware of what it is. But you could just do it. You could surpass that by knowing you validate yourself. You find yourself beautiful and attractive. You think you're a great catch. You think that person thinks you're a great catch, right? Assume that they also think that way. They are just a reflection of you. They are just yourself pushed out. Okay, Armani, what if I am the reason for the breakup? That's okay. You broke up for a certain reason. Okay, so there was some disconnect. That's why there was a breakup, right? So do you want to manifest the relationship back even better and stronger and healthy and growing and inspiring, then you focus on that. You focus, when I say focus on that, I mean embody the version of you who's in that kind of a relationship, and affirm that. Affirm it as if you have it. So the breakup, it's storytelling. This is storytelling. We're already telling a story about our lives, and you're telling right now, not just you, all of us. We are telling a story about our life based on whatever experience we had growing up as a child, from our parents, from teachers, from society, from cultures, from religion, and that's how we decided who we are. You didn't really decide who you are. You were kind of told who you are. Do you see that? Do you know that? Do you realize that? Now you break free of all of that. The reason the reason I brought that up was we're telling stories about ourselves. Oh, I'm shy. Are you really shy? Or is that what just people told you your whole life? Are you unattractive? I don't know if I'm pretty enough. Is it just because you compared yourself to other people? Because you compared yourself to other people because society told us what certain standards were, or expectations, or what beauty should look like. Do you see that you didn't even decide all that? What we are doing here with conscious manifesting is taking control of how you perceive yourself. And that's all you have to do. The breakup happened because there was a disconnect on some level. Tell a story about that. That's okay that it happened. It happened because now look at you. You're growing into the version of you who knows that, well, first of all, you're realizing you are the creator. You're realizing how much power you have. You're realizing you could create your dream relationship in your dream life. And if that breakup didn't happen, you wouldn't be here, most likely, right? Or maybe you would, or maybe you wouldn't, but you're at the place you are because of the breakup. And it's I want to tell you, even though it doesn't feel like a good thing, it's a good thing that happened, because you are going to catapult your life starting now. Okay, so just tell a story. The breakup happened, and that's okay. You're stronger. You're realizing more of what you want. There's things you didn't want. That's why there was a breakup. Now you know what you do want. Maybe you weren't treated right. Now you know you want to be treated right. Now you know you want to be treated like a priority. Now you know you want to be treated like a prize. Now you know you want to, what? What is it, right? I'm just giving examples. Now that you know that, you could create that by affirming it. I am the prize. I am a priority. I am in a relationship where I feel heard and seen. I'm in a relationship where I feel important. And if you want that kind of relationship, then you need to see yourself that way. So you would see yourself. Look in the mirror and say, you are important, and you are beautiful, and you are amazing. And only compliment yourself, and only say good things to yourself. And stop comparing yourself to others. All right. Okay. All right. And then what do you want? So whatever you want, just affirm it. Affirm it. Affirm the version of you with your desire, but you could affirm the desire. I affirm desires also. I've solidified the version of me who's a master manifester. Okay, and I affirm that. I did that by affirming it. I can manifest anything. That's what I say to myself. I know I can manifest anything. Have I manifested every single thing? Well, I understand the world is growing. I'm getting better at it. I don't have any doubt that things that I want and desire are coming into my life. I don't have an attachment to it. I already know it's all within. I already created the fulfillment from within. I created fulfillment that sometimes I don't necessarily need the manifestation. I'm good. I feel whole. I feel complete. I feel good. I feel good even if I don't have any reflection. I'm okay with it. It's not that I'm saying I'm okay with it and I'm settling. I'm okay with it because I feel whole. And by the way, my world just consistently reflects it back to me in many different ways. Repetition is key. Absolutely, Erin. You have some affirmations. Oh, Liz, are these the affirmations you said? I'm loved because I love myself. I'm worthy of the things I want. Beautiful. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. I'm glad you guys are inspiring each other. Keep inspiring each other. Join my Facebook group, my free Facebook group. If you want to level up, if you want to go to phase 2 and be a powerful manifester, join my VIP group. I changed it. You can join free for a week. The link is in my bio. If you want to join free for a week, I go live. Wednesday, I'm going to go live with a topic. Saturdays, I usually go live with live Q&A. And it is a community of manifesting community, master manifestors who know how to focus on the desire they want, embody that desire, knowing how to create your life to just get better and better. Okay, and success begets success. So the more that you're around success, it just brings in more success. Charmed. What if you don't want them to come back till you are the best version of yourself, like fit and healthy, but they do come back and you're not fully where you want to be yet? Okay, they came back and you're not the best version of first of all, you are already the best version of yourself. The only one who doesn't see it is you. You already were born the best version of yourself. I get it. We want to make changes, but I want you to think that you're already the best version of yourself. You could be the best version of yourself and still work on your health and fitness. Right now, you could declare you're the best version. I am the best version of myself. Declare that you are the best version of yourself right now. And you could still have a journey. You could still work on your health and fitness. What do you want? Do you want is it okay that your specific person's in the picture? The fact that they came back, they're reflecting some work that you did. They did come back. You could assume that they're cheering you on. Why can't your specific person cheer you on and say, hey babe, I'm proud of you. I love that you're into your health and fitness, and I love that you have goals. Okay, I mean, it could be any way you want it to be. Your life can be any way you want it to be. You could tell your specific person, you know what, I just want to work on myself a little bit. I want a little time. Why don't we get back to, whatever you want to say, right? Like, just tell them you need a little bit of space if that's what you want. Ask yourself, what is it that I truly want? And make sure, are you afraid of something? Because you want the relationship, why don't you just want it now? We don't know if tomorrow is guaranteed. Why do you want to wait? I'm not saying we can't manifest guaranteed tomorrow, because I can kind of see that we could talk about we're living a long life and that works. I've seen it over and over. So if you know that the only thing that's guaranteed is now, do you want to live all of today to the fullest? And all of today to the fullest could be you do need a break. I'm just trying to help you get in your mind and clear, because you came here to ask this question. Live for today. The present moment is all we have. The present moment is what we have. You could always be working on health and fitness. Why should that deter any relationship? Unless you really feel like you need the space, okay? Which is okay too. I'm just asking these questions to help you. You might not know the answer right now, and that's okay. Just ask yourself several times, like tonight before you go to bed, just say, what is it that I really want? And just listen, because answers will come to you. If you don't get an answer, the first time you ask, you're just going to keep asking. So tomorrow you ask again. What is it that I really want? Is there something I'm afraid of? What do I truly want? What will make me really happy? Isn't the goal really to be happy and to live a happy life and to live a happy, fulfilling life? So that would be a question you ask yourself. What could I do today to feel like I'm living a happy, fulfilling life? What is it that I really want? Okay, because that's going to help you decide what to do. Those are kind of questions more of a one-on-one. I need a little bit of feedback from you to move on to give you the best answer. So I just gave a bunch of general answers that you could work on your own. If you want to work with me, just click the link in my bio. I work one-on-one doing Zoom calls with people. Vero, someone said that if someone is sure you're just friends, the manifestation of love won't work. No. Nope, not at all. I don't care what someone told you. Someone in your reality is only a reflection of you. In my reality, I'm the operant power. In your reality, you're the operant power. In your reality, everything is a projection of your mind. And you could think about it as this is a dream. You're having a dream. You're dreaming right now. You're dreaming the dream of life. When you go to bed at night, you're lying in your bed. You close your eyes. You're having a dream. While you're sleeping and you're dreaming, there's a lot of people in your dream. Let's say, just imagine you have people in your dream. You have a car in your dream. You have all these different things in your dream. All those things in your dream appear to be separate, but they're not. They're coming from your imagination. It feels very real. It feels very real. It feels very real. Now, when you wake up in the morning You wake up, you go, oh, that was a dream. Maybe it was a really good dream. You're like, oh my God, it felt so real. It was just a dream. That whole dream came from your imagination. That whole dream felt real. That whole dream, everyone seemed separate. They seemed separate, but they weren't, because they're coming from your consciousness. They're coming from you. Now, look at this reality during the day the same way. In your reality, it's the same way. It's the same way. Malleable. Reality is malleable and flexible, just like a dream. If you know how to lucid dream and wake up in your dream and you can control the dream, that's what we're doing here. It's the same thing. We have woken up from the dream, and now we're able to direct where you want the dream to go and direct what experience you do want to have. It's really just the same. Okay, so in your reality, this is someone in your dream of life. Someone said something about being friends. They're just reflecting back a bunch of beliefs that you held that were unconscious, that weren't even, do you understand? People are only a projection of you. So it's not true. It's only true when you decide it's true, because you decide it's true. If you want someone to be interested in you, or to be in a relationship with you, or to have love with you, to be the boyfriend or the girlfriend or the husband or the wife, you want that relationship, then you can create that by imagining it, because your imagination is first cause. Okay, so it doesn't matter if someone said their dream. It doesn't matter if your specific person said they don't like you. It doesn't matter if your specific person said, I only like tall girls and you're short. I don't care. You can manifest that person to tell you that they like short girls, or I'm just example, right? Okay, it doesn't matter what they said. It doesn't matter if they said they like the same sex. It doesn't matter if they said they're gay and you're not. That doesn't matter. They are a projection of your imagination into a real experience. When you change into you could shift into a new reality where there's a version of that. There's infinite versions of them. Shift into a new reality where there's a version of them with you. I know it might sound wild and crazy to those of you who are new here, but just test it out, because this is sure and this is true. And you only have to test it out for yourself. Okay, is it ruse? I'm trying to manifest my SP, past partner, back, and nothing working. What can I do? Stop saying nothing is working. Okay, and stop saying that you're trying, because you don't have to try. I know it's just some of our dialogue and some of our semantics of the way we speak. You're not trying anymore, okay? You are already having, it's already done, you already have this, but the only reason you don't is because you're not seeing it, and then you're thinking you don't have it. In order to manifest something, you're speaking it into existence until it becomes part of your reality, until it's a manifested, realized form and becomes an experience in your reality. So that's what you're doing wrong. You're focused on nothing's working. And if you say nothing's working, then your reality is reflecting what your dominant thought is. Okay, I react to the 3D no matter how hard I try, because it's my first real heartbreak. Oh, I'm sorry. I know. I have been there. I'm sure everyone in this live has been there. We know what that feels like. I feel for you. I know what that feels like. It doesn't feel good. It's the worst feeling. It feels like gut-wrenching. It feels like your heart is breaking. I understand that. I want you to know you can heal. You can heal very quickly, and you have the ability to manifest this person back into your life, but you're not going to do it when you're feeling heartbroken, because you're the cause. And if you're heartbroken and the world is the effect, it's a mirror. So this heart is broken. Then you look in the mirror, whatever's happening in the mirror is going to reflect things that you're heartbroken, the things that it's just a reflection of you. So your specific person has to do things that make your heart still feel like it's broken. It's not going to change until you change. It's not going to change until you change. Does that even give you hope? Because hope is better than heartbreak. Does that give you a little bit of hope of like, wait a minute, I could turn this around? Because I know in my own life, I just had a realization and I turned my life around in a single second, or in the present moment. I just had a realization. I was like, I went from heartbreak to feeling like I'm going to live my best life. And it happened to me, so I know it can happen to you. You can create the reality you want. So to do that, your heart has to feel more full. Can you give yourself the love you want? Give yourself the praise you want. Give yourself the things, the attention that you want from the relationship. Give it to yourself. And go ahead and overthink all the beautiful things about yourself, because you said, I overthink. Good. Overthink how amazing you are. Overthink what a prize you are. Overthink that you are God's gift to this world. Why don't you overthink that? That's something beautiful to overthink, because you can overthink the way you want your life to go. Can you be inspired? Can you pull up pictures? Can you pull up the things that you would like to do in life? Because that will help get you. I'm not saying you can't allow yourself to feel. You can feel, but when you are feeling better, do those things that I suggested, because you will manifest your specific person, and you can do it. Okay, I have had clients manifest their specific person even before they were completely healed, and that's okay, because anything's okay. Okay, Sherry, my SP broke up with me, letting the circumstance get to me. Sherry, you're beautiful, you're powerful, you can do this. You're amazing, okay? You can make a change right now. The circumstance feels very overpowering, but you are the operant power, and you have the choice. You have a choice. Okay, so the circumstance can get to you, but just remember, this too shall pass. So there are words of wisdom that we already know in the world. This too shall pass. And look at the beauty in life. And can you find something to do that could make you feel better? Plant flowers, or go for a walk. I don't know what you like to do. Go for a walk or do something new. Just watch little videos of animals playing around that could make you laugh. Those are things that could kind of get you out of that state, just to get it to feeling a little bit better, to know that life can be good. Hi, Shannon. My SP came, then he went silent. All my affirming self-concept, now back to square one. No, you're not back to square one. Let me just say, congratulations. This is where you need to focus on the successes. But instead of focusing on the success, you're focused on back to square one. You're not back to square one. Well, you're creating that you are, but you're not. You don't have to be. You're not back to square one. You put in the work. This is done. This is just part of the process. That's okay. It's okay if this is part of the process for you. It just means that you weren't that solid on the version of you with your desire, because the version of you knowing that you're the creator and you with your desire is going to have your desire. You're doing great. Don't worry, you're not back to square one, because there's only the present moment. Wipe it away, erase it away. That doesn't matter. He's already with you. He's madly in love with you. Okay, don't focus on him. Focus on you. You're a goddess. Now just see yourself as a goddess. Today in my Q&A, I was giving an exercise for my group, and that exercise was, imagine you see yourself across the street, walking down the street, or whatever. Yeah, just walking down the street, right? And you're walking down the street and you're looking at yourself. What do you think of yourself? I want you to think of yourself as like, wow, who is that? She or he, right? She is stunning. Who is that? Can you imagine yourself walking across the street and you think of yourself so beautifully, like someone that you're admiring? So your world will do what you're doing, how you're perceiving yourself. If you could practice perceiving yourself as like you're admiring yourself and you're seeing the beauty that's radiating from within you, and you're wondering who is that person that's radiating this powerful energy all around her? So do an exercise like that where you're come outside of yourself, imagine yourself as a third person in your world, and admire yourself, because this is a great little trick to see yourself in the highest regard. You're not back to square one. You're starting right now. It's already done. Already have the desire. You already have the desire, because I just told you it's literally like a dream. So you just change the dream. Just change the light. Just change life by changing your perception. Yeah, Cher, you said, I'm an overthinker as well, and it's hard not to react. Well, okay, sure, you reacted. That's okay. So what? You reacted. Just tell yourself it's not a big deal. It's not that you reacted. Eventually you want to react differently, but even if you reacted, it doesn't matter. That's what you felt in the moment. Just tell yourself, so what? I reacted. That's going to help calm. Instead of feeling anxious, like, why did I react that way? And why did I do that? It's okay. It's okay. This is what you tell yourself. You soothe yourself. That's okay. I reacted. I don't know why I did that. I know I'm the operant power. I'm getting better at this. I manifest this overnight. I intend I see the best version of myself now. I intend I see myself with the desire. I intend I know that I'm one with the world and that everything's coming from me, and that I can see and know and trust and stay loyal to the vision of me with my desire. Okay, like a little rampage. It doesn't even have to be that long. Okay, just tell yourself it's okay. It's okay. And then you get back on track. It's okay. It's going to work out in my favor. And Sandy asked, how many times a day should I affirm? Well, you're affirming until you're creating a new belief. So it's not like many of us are going to work and doing something. Right now, I'm not affirming something. When you're at your job or you're in your career or in your profession, you don't need to be affirming and thinking about it. But affirm when you can, anytime you think of the topic. I think you should absolutely affirm twice a day. Make it a habit. Make it a habit to affirm in the morning. When I say affirm, you're affirming you. You're affirming that you're the prize. You're on a pedestal. You are someone who gets everything you want. So you're affirming that version of you in the version of you who already has the dream life. Affirm that version. Or whatever you want to affirm about. Like for me, I did have to affirm I am beautiful and I am attractive. Those were things I affirmed. I wasn't believing it. So affirm in the morning and affirm at night. And then through the day, when you think of the desire or the topic, just affirm. Just remind yourself, I already have this, it's already done. Or affirm if it's feeling better, the version of you with your desire. Hi, Caleb. I no longer want to look outside of myself and look at the 3D of what I don't want and know who I am. Beautiful. I love it. You're looking within yourself to define who you are, and you're infinite, and your infinite love, and you create your fulfillment and your satisfaction. You create your perception of yourself. Okay, so 3D is going to be reflecting that. It's already starting to. It might not show it in your, I see birds coming up to my window. Whether it's showing it or not in your world, it is still moving. I want you to know mountains are being moved for you, for all of you, but mountains are being moved for you. And you can't even see that mountain moving, or it's like a seed under the ground. The seed is growing. The seed that you planted, the thought that you planted is growing right now. Sometimes we can't see it. It's about just stay loyal because you've got this, okay? I love it. You know who you are. Perfect. I love how you just commented that because it's telling me a great shift of where you're at and you know who you are. Okay, Ren. Is it Ren? Do you think some girls are destined to be single forever? No. Or it under your control? Yeah, it's under your control. You're not destined to be single forever. And that's a misconception because there is no destiny outside of you. In your reality, you create your destiny. You create your destiny. This is a beautiful thing. You get to create, you have full control or full choice to choose your destiny. Your life is you choosing your destiny. Some people have a belief like, I'm destined to do this. Well, sometimes that's a good thing. I'm destined to be an astronaut, and they strive to do that and they become that. Okay, that's great. But if you feel like, we could also feel, I've always been single, I think I'm just destined to be single. You are not. You are not destined to be single. You've just been conditioned by the experiences of life to think that. And that's not true. It is under your control. So what do you want to be in a relationship? Then think from the version of you who feels adored and loved and a priority and in a loving, caring relationship. Don't think of yourself as a single person anymore. Just assume you're the kind of person. You're the kind of person who's the perfect partner. You're the kind of person that's a perfect partner. Okay, you're like the ultimate choice. Does meditation help? Yes, meditation was powerful for me. There's a lot of different ways to do meditation. In my opinion, there's not a right or wrong because we are defining our own reality. You might hear someone say, you have to meditate this way. It really doesn't matter, but you don't have to meditate, by the way. But for me, it was helpful. Okay, so I meditate probably for a whole 2 years, every morning for 2 years. I meditated just for 10 minutes. It was kind of Abraham Hicks style. I just meditated right when I woke up. I would just stay in bed and I'd set my timer for 10 or 15 minutes. And I would just try to have no thought for 10 or 15 minutes. Why is this meditation powerful? Because this meditation is going to prepare you to not react to 3D circumstances. You're going to train yourself to have mental discipline. It's powerful. I have really great mental discipline because of this. So it's not like for whole 10 minutes I had no thought, but maybe just for a minute out of the 10. And then I built it up. Okay. Or, sometimes I wouldn't really do more than 15 minutes. I didn't need more than 15 minutes. So you could also have a perception that as you quiet your mind, you're not listening to all the chatter that's in the world, but you're really connected to the inner voice within you, right? To your imagination, to infinite intelligence. There are masters that talk about how they meditate in silence to connect to infinite intelligence. That was also my experience. I would just have ideas that inspired me. Or if I had a question before the meditation, that question would be answered really soon after the meditation, okay? Other meditations you can do, I have meditations on my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can find the link in my bio here. I have meditations in my playlist. I Am the Prize, I Am Chosen, Hot Girl Walking Meditation, I Am Confidence, I Am a Goddess. Know how to know and trust your desire is yours. That's a really great meditation. I have a whisper meditation and an inner conversation meditation. So I have several different meditations as well as abundance meditation. Those guided meditations are powerful just to help you. It's like it helps you get into the thoughts of that version of you. It helps you remember, or not remember, but if you're not sure what to affirm, those kind of meditations will be powerful to help you direct yourself of the kind of path you want to go down, your life, you want your life to go down. The path of abundance, of love, of being chosen, of knowing and trusting yourself and knowing and trusting the infinite intelligence to guide you in all ways. How can I manifest marriage with a celebrity? Why does it seem hard? If it seems hard, it's not going to happen. Why does it seem hard? It seems hard. Okay, I get it. All possibilities exist. But law is law. So if it seems hard, it's going to be hard. So you have to, okay, here's some reasons why it might seem hard. Well, you're calling them a celebrity. So are you putting them on the pedestal? And are you thinking that they live in another state and you live where you live? I just told a story where I was in the same place with Rod Stewart, like just a few feet away from him. I just was watching a bunch of videos about him, and next thing you know, he appeared. He's like right next to me. Not next thing you know, but it was like within a week. Within a week, he was in the same place at the same time. By the way, those were the kind of affirmations I had. I'm in the right place at the right time. All opportunities come to me. It's all about your belief system. That's why it seems hard. So you have to put yourself on the pedestal. Why don't you start seeing yourself as a celebrity? Or it's not that you have to see yourself as a celebrity, because there are celebrities that, all these celebrities dating just regular people. I just saw an article about Keanu Reeves and his girlfriend. She's an artist, and I don't remember, but didn't Matt Damon marry a bartender? I don't know if that's true or if they're even still married, but I thought that was a story. I mean, it's your reality. It's your reality. You have to perceive yourself in the relationship and speak to yourself as if you have it. So you're not going to put your partner on a pedestal, and you're not even going to call your partner a celebrity. You're going to say, I mean, I get it, you want to tell me, but that's not what you would be thinking in your own mind when you're affirming. You would think, this is my boyfriend, or this is my girlfriend, this is my partner, and my partner is madly in love with me. Start to see the vision of them, that person, like finding you so irresistible, so attractive, so interesting, completely irreplaceable. Okay, it's not really hard. It doesn't have to be hard. But if you assume it's hard, it's not that you're assuming it's hard. You think it's hard because that's your assumption based on your own state of being and where you're at and your beliefs. It's just showing what your beliefs are about yourself. Just change your beliefs about yourself. You could change anything. You could do anything. You can have anything. You can be anything. Can you manifest a move to a new state? Yes, you can. Catherine, is that... Oh, were you saying that you want to move to a new state? Yes, you can. Imagine you're there already. One of Neville Goddard's techniques for moving to a new place, what is the new state you want to move to, the new place you want to move to? So if I'm in Chicago and I want to move to Miami, then I want to imagine I'm already in Miami. And if I'm already in Miami and I'm closing my eyes, so at night, tonight, as you fall asleep, close your eyes and imagine where you want to be. So let's say I want to be in Miami. Then I'm going to be imagining I'm in Miami. And if I'm in Miami, where is Chicago? Where could I see in my mind, where is Chicago to the north of me? I could see Chicago. I could imagine my family and friends all being there while I'm in Miami. And I could imagine that and fall asleep with that. And that was a really powerful technique that Neville Goddard taught. And that's I've used that for so many vacations. I just fall asleep imagining I'm where I want to be. Okay, so, but you could feel it, like fall asleep feeling like this is my home and this is my new place, right? Not that you're just vacationing there. Jasmine, can you manifest SP by only working on self-concept? Yes, you can. And that's why I have thousands of success stories from my self-concept course of people that have manifested their exes back or their specific person or new love just by working on their self-concept, by seeing themselves as the version of them that already exists in the relationship. So just see yourself as the version who's loved and adored and considered a prize. It's all right to pop them in your mind. It's all right to play around in your mind with how do they perceive you. You could use that as part of the tool. It's a tool. All of 3D reality is a tool for you to help get into that, use it as a tool to get into into the vision of being in that reality, okay? Okay, I think I'm going to get going pretty soon. I think I've been on here almost an hour. And, user 538 asking about the celebrity. I just gave 2 examples of people who manifested, who are with celebrities. There was the girl the lady that's with Tommy Lee, like Pamela Anderson's ex-husband, Tommy Lee, the Motley Crue guy. I've seen the woman that his partner or girlfriend or wife, I don't know, with their relationship, a couple years ago, she was on my feed and she said, I manifested him. She manifested Tommy, and she made a post about it. I don't think she was anybody. I don't know. Maybe she was doing something with Instagram. Who knows? But it's happening all the time. Don't worry about what you see in the 3D reality. Don't base your reality on, don't base the experience that you want to have. Don't base it on the 3D of what you see. Because when the first person who beat the record for the marathon, and then there was never a 4-minute mile. And then, because people, if you don't think you can beat that, or you don't think that's possible, then everybody just stays where they're at. Okay? But then the record was beaten. The 4-minute mile was beaten. And then how many people but like, we're coming close to that record and surpassing that record. There's always going to be someone who can outdo that and get a better score. So you can be that one person, and you're not the one person, because do you understand it's infinite possibilities in reality? You're just looking at the experiences that show you it's not possible. And that, again, that's another reflection showing you it's sort of not possible, or that not that it's not possible, but that you're perceiving it as hard. All of that is a reflection, just reflecting where you're at. It's reflecting that you see it's hard. If you see it's hard, your reality reflects that. Your reality is reflecting back, yeah, that's hard, and there's not many people, celebrities, that are married to non-celebrities, and your world is reflecting that, but that's not the whole truth of it all. The truth is, you can manifest anyone. So just imagine being together. Go to the end, imagine you're together, and now the only thing you need to do now is saturate yourself living in the end, the version of you who feels, that version of you feels confident, self-assured, sure. Well, I'm going to help you get to the version of you who, I created this in my own life when I wasn't this. And it feels good to feel confident. It feels good to feel self-assured. It feels good to feel attractive. So you want to feel these things. It feels good to be a good person. It feels good to know that you're wanted and desired. So be that version of you. Be the version of you where you could just snap your fingers and get anyone. But if you go to a bar and it's like no one's interested, then you're not being that version of you. You have to keep practicing until it becomes your reality. If you need additional help, I work one-on-one with clients. Look at the link in my bio. Subscribe to YouTube to watch these playbacks. If you want to listen to my playlist with my meditations. If you want to level up, join my VIP group. I love that group. I love interacting with you. And if you want a free group, join my free Facebook group. If you want to do the work on your own and manifest your specific person and manifest them completely into you, do the work on your own. Be the version of you who is an obsession for them. Use my self-concept as a blueprint to be that version. It works. I have the amount of success stories that just keep pouring in. It's like it's raining down upon me. It's going viral right now. It's working. Success begets success. You guys can do it. You're powerful. And many of you here who have never done anything with any of my courses or any of my free information except for TikTok are coming to me with success stories. So I know you can do it. You guys are powerful. Have an amazing day.